2014 Relaxation Meditation. I cover myself with the white light, the light of purity and love. All energy that is positive and of the white light is welcome to bring and support. I invite Spirit Guide or otherwise souls on the other side would like to share. I see an hourglass turned sideways, as if to say there is no time, there is no sand in the hourglass. It appears to be a vision of the inside of a skull, maybe of an animal, with just the bone from the underside. to be, it looked like a kind of a metal clamp that you typically put over a hose clamp. That's what it's called. Where you put it over the top and it kind of ratchets closed down onto the hose to attach one to another. But in this case, it appeared that there were two clamps side by side sharing the ratchet space. I see what appears to be a kind of a decorative vase, almost Roman style, with fluted sides coming up both sides, maybe rectangular, square, medium size, empty. It's as if I see the underside of a bird from the belly view, as if the wings are flapping upward over and over, and all I see is the view of the belly and the wing. The bird appears to be white, almost like a pigeon. I see an entity in the background, as if he's just walking away, but it's very small in the distance. I see what appeared to be a bird, and then a dark image of the shadow of a wolf or a dog. There's a red background with just a dark shadow of the animal who turns to look at me. He's in a seated position. I see a yin and yang circle, but I only see the dark and the light sides, with the swerve in the middle kind of moving and pulsing. But there is no dot on each side. It's just both sides separated by the swerving division. Appears to be a lady's shoe, but I believe it was of a Victorian shoe. Female, lacy, decorative, elaborate, pointy-toed shoe. and a woman petting the shoe, almost like brushing it from the toe upward towards the top of the foot. I see a strange kind of sci-fi looking looks like a giant circle, like a galaxy, but it's not. It's like a ship with lots of lights, and the circles within the circles all appear to be going different directions. And there was this platform, maybe the size of a book, and a triangle shape carved into the top, and like placed in the center of the triangle shaped area on this pedestal. I see a white entity crossing my path from left to right, and another or the same. And a feminine eye, but it's drawn in a white line, and the eye was closed with pretty long lashes. It was the right eye only. I see a shopping bag that's paper with handles of string, cording. I see a triangle-shaped object on a white cloth on a surface, and it's round and metallic and more of a cone shape piece with a flat, thick bottom that's maybe an inch and a half thick. The cone is listening to both thick base, and it's small. It looks a little different than the triangle-shaped piece that I saw earlier, but similar at the same time. It does seem to be like a key, like you would take and insert it into something. I've seen two lines that appear to be just like railroad tracks that you would draw if you had seen them in the distance. They would not be parallel, they would be one going towards the other one. See the corner of a outdoor arbor, painted white, simple, and a country style design, but just a peek into the corner of this wooden garden piece. See a young lady petting the face of I don't know who it is. It's a person or an animal. She's petting it as she's seated down in very elegant wool wrap. It appears Victorian. Could be petting a horse. But my impression was looks like a black panel sculpture with Buddha, and looks like the word G-O-T is formed within the sculpture, and yet it's decorative like an art piece. And there was this kind of deep robin's egg blue. I guess you would call it Chinese blue, but in the background. Appears to be a scroll, and I invited the universe to reveal the message on the scroll, or the words. And it appears to be random, not random, but shapes of a star, dot, or dash, or geometric shapes. They seem familiar, but I don't understand them. But it feels good. It's like a celebration of joy kind of thing, a positive, encouraging statement or phrase, only written from bottom to top on this scroll, but just one object on top of another that's read from bottom to top. It appeared to be a kind of entryway in the middle of nowhere with two posts and a cross beam across the top. Almost look like an oriental entryway or gate. It appears to be children playing on a playground. Reminds me of when I was 5 and played in the playground at school. It's looking at like the backs of a couple of children who are playing on the merry-go-round. Joyful and laughing, but it's as if I'm observing. I see an interesting symbol, but almost looks like a combination rune, like Gabo with maybe now these. Inguas or lagoos upside down. I see a snail. It's time for me to come back, rest. I see a heart. It's made out of flat surface and textured like clay and stamped on with some checkerboard kind of appearance. It's pretty. Oh, and out of the center of it comes this cobalt blue and gold opening up into like this opening surrounded by what looks like rays of, like when a child draws a sun as a circle with little lines. This is like it's that circle, but yet it's opening up and splitting in half and inviting me into the circle of this heart, the center of this heart. Yet it's a dark, unknown place and yet beautiful. And I see a spinning type of lotus flower that's got one flower inside another and kind of circular on the, looking down at it like an open petal swirling in a couple of different directions. And yet it's lighted as if it's glowing like an uplight. See the color purple. And I see an entity the side of their face. It's just blurry and white. like a man and yet a woman, very mixed individual from the past, from history. I feel like he was from the kind of the Egyptian time, but during the Roman occupation. But he's bald and he's gone. See another carved floral shape like a lily, but the leaves are not long and flowing. It just looks like a tubular shape with little like nubs or bumps around the area where the petals would be. It's time for me to close out and say goodnight. See, looks like kind of a windshield wiper. It's not on a car though, it's like it's on a kind of like a gas tank, like something from a restored old gas tank, gas pump with a windshield wiper on it. I get the feeling it's saying it's going to rain, be careful. Drive safely. Thank you, spirit guides, entities who came to share. Thank you for the oneness and beauty of connection. So returning now and coming back to center. Bring my hands to Namaste. Hands pulsing. Healing my body where there is need for healing.